What's up, you guys? All right, look. So, a lot of good shit happening. Let's start off with stock time. Let's start off with Bitcoin real quick. So yesterday I was having some computer problems and I wasn't able to download because my slow ass couldn't figure it out. Ugh. Sorry. All right, so let's go with Bitcoin. Let's start off with monthly and without this bullshit. On Sunday, we had this breakdown, and I think on one of my videos, I mentioned that, or with Ethereum was my one of my signs, my indicators. So actually, let me start with Ethereum. It's a monthly right here. So Ethereum on a monthly came down to this region. At the same time, um, it was fairly hanging out of there. So the fact that it broke that was like a big no-no. And let me actually put a line on this area right here. Because even though this was the main support right here that you didn't want to pass, because after this one was the next one, which is around the same area as this. After that, and so on and so on. So let me move it up here. Yeah, that was going in a small time frame, so I could see that this was the really main important area to hold. Since this was gonna be the support that gonna land on. So this holding this was very important. So now I go to my weekly. Now this is Sunday night ending, and this is after that. Notice how last week we were holding right here in this area. That should have been your first warning signs, especially coming in towards the end of the week. That's how the crypto market, especially Bitcoin, Ethereum, ends up making their move. Like it starts forming up normally Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Sunday when it's finished the move. That way it starts again onto a new, whether it be the next move will take 2 weeks, whatever, whatnot. But at the end of each week, it has to hit this certain price. And normally it will start fresh and Friday or start setting up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But for that to go on, you really need to pay attention the first 2, 3 days. After that, you're like, okay, you have a sense of where it's gonna go for or whatnot. For example, that's what I was talking about. I don't know if I mentioned again in one of my videos that I recorded or not, but I'll show you right now with my graphs and all my BS. I pretty much use lines and boxes to tell me along with well with the Ethereum, it's only a Bitcoin, it's only the candles and time and my boxes and my lines to help me out, along with my indicators. But each line represents each candle time frame. Purples are for monthlies, light blues are for weeklies, dailies are for orange, yellows are for 12, blues, dark blue is for 8, red is for 4, gray is for 3, green, white, and that's about it. The ones you need to pay attention more is from 4 and up, and especially the last or these three when you come toward the end of the week. Um, so look, this is the week, right? So this area was important to hold, and this area right here was also especially important area to hold. breaking that was like a big panic, was gonna cause a big panic. People selling their whether it be Bitcoin, Ethereum, especially like the new guys, the beginners, especially on the smaller time on the smaller candles. I mean smaller candles. On those smaller coins, micro cap, whatever you call them, all the meme coins, the shit coins. Those two, dropped too, so it made a lot of people end up dropping, especially a lot of people don't know how to read these candles or these markets because people are so used to seeing this. They look in the phone. Oh shit. Before I can take that shit away. Dang it. Candles. No. Let me see. Let me see. Sure. All right, whatever. But when you guys look at your phone, you guys just see this. Oh, by now you just see a number in the top, and then your little small screen, it'll just show a wavy line just going up and down type of thing. And when you see that phone or that screen, you only see these lines and you don't really see the support or the time frames or the candles. And with Bitcoin, it doesn't really where the candles close. It doesn't really say, oh, where the market is gonna end up. Well, from here it's gonna go up to so and so whatnot. It's just where these candles close, and especially with my boxes, uh, it helps me a lot to know what's coming, especially with tagging along, keeping up with the regular market. Because another thing people don't know how the regular market affects Bitcoin and Ethereum, even though this quote unquote decentralized or whatnot. Um, the all the good news that the crypto market has every single week is ridiculous. So we should have been up in the in the thousands, but since all the government and all these banks want to they have a whole agenda, it has to go with their time frame. It can't just be decentralized because it's not no more. Um. So anyways, so every trader, analyzer, or whatnot that gets taught the same way. We all get taught this is your support, this is your resistance, trend line, where's the trend going? Oh, it's going down, the trend is going down. So you put some sort of lines here or whatnot. Um, and it's called pattern formation. There's a strategy called price and candle formation, meaning it's all about where the candles close and the candle formation. These are candles. The candle formation, there's one right here where this is tell you there's the support, there's a pattern right here, it goes like this is the base, you want to break out, here was your fake breakout, because you have to imagine there was a line right here going on down, and there's the flat surface right here. So in order for you to signal where it was going, because it was pretty much doing this, tying into breaking, this was your, oh, we're going for a buy. Oh, look, it even passed this strong weekly resistance. I'm going for a buy. Zoom, it goes the other way. Oh, I'm panicking. Oh, that's it for Ethereum. Oh, look, it smashed through the so and so, whatnot. Oh, just a month in a month, whatnot. This happens. So, um, since you guys can't see this, all you guys see is your phone, your money going down, or just the Bitcoin going down, or your small caps going down, and you go check Bitcoin, Ethereum. Oh, went down to from 3,450 to 2,900. Oh, that's all for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Oh, I'm selling my shit. Yup, and they fucking keep buying all your shit. But you can't see this because you don't know the time frames. You know that you don't know that you don't know there's actually a time frame, even though Bitcoin's 24/7, it has a time frame. It's running on time. So therefore, like this time is very important. Plus the data, but time is very important. So then we go to the dailies right here. And this was the area that I was telling people to pay attention to. Now I'm gonna take this shit up and I'm gonna go to candles. There you go. So this area was very important right here. All right. Notice that. Then I'm gonna go to where was that? If I go, it was this section right here. There's a box. Notice how there's your support, your two supports, and your resistance signaling. You go on your resistance, your support, you box it up, and look what the days they were. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday the move happened. And look how it broke down. And there's a trend line too. So I had this trend line right here that I noticed on the daily, along with my boxes, along with what day, what time it was. And I was like, oh shit, if we end up coming to a section right here, we're about to snap, especially towards the end of the week. Especially if we start breaking down there in this section below Vienna Sunday. It's one thing holding section here on a Saturday and then Sunday evening breaking on up, but the fact that you start on a negative Sunday and stay there the whole time, that was fucking bad. So let me go now to the so you see the candle, I mean the trend line that I did. So now let me go to and then I did a box too. And this was the goal for the month. The reason why I put that was because if you check the month, this was the area that you wanted to close for the month because we were down here. Another thing that I mentioned on daily was for Ethereum, how I was holding this box. So that's why I was like, okay, it's gonna either hold that box and end up closing the week above the monthly goal. Otherwise, since we smashed through this monthly, I remember that the purple line means a monthly. So there's a month that closed right here. So I knew it was going to be strong to break on above. So the fact that it was holding here below a monthly creating support, even though it broke down plenty of times right here, and it kept holding on the box, I was like, okay, it's either setting up to go back to the area that it fell from and close there for the month because this is the last week of the month. So that would make sense to start setting up right now. And then just yesterday, it started going above. And I either mentioned in my other videos to pay attention to that because that was very positive that it was gonna have a hard time passing these weekly lines because remember the light blues are weeklies. That means in the past, like this, there was a lot of weeks. Well, I'm not sure that was one, but there was a lot of weeks that closed in this area in the past. So that means either when you're coming on down, you're gonna have a hard time passing it, as it shows right here. It's like a little support resistance area right here. Um, so this was one right here. So I knew this was also gonna be a hard time area passing along with these other ones, along with the monthly. So I knew this box right here was very important um, to hold and to pass. I did not get rejected and go back down to into the region. Then we go to a forward candle. Notice how these recent days we just kept staying there and we kept bouncing above. This is another support here. Watch. Well, let me see what I have. I don't have one there, but yeah, this was another support area right here. So it's bouncing in this area. Your support and then still resisting this area right here. And then I go to my see how we just all this was positive. I was like, is it still good? And I mentioned in my other videos that when I was recording when it was right here. And I mentioned, hey, if anything, if Ethereum keeps rejecting this area right here, because we do have weekly areas and they're gonna be hard to pass, and it's still The it was either Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, it was Monday or Tuesday. So like, no, I still got time. So I do see it bouncing back down, testing these regions again. And if we do break this monthly, there was going to be our cushion, and we're going to go back up again. And if all that fails, then this will be our next area to pass. But if we help broke this, then this was going to be a hard area to pass because there's a month, another monthly. So we need to do something similar like this and not get trapped underneath there. So this will be a hard area to pass. If we broke this area, it's gonna be a sticky area right here to get out of. So I said, so the fact that it held right here, and then I noticed last night that I did this, and I thought, okay, yeah, it's just buying time because that's when also I was saying I was like, I think yeah, it was 9, 10 o'clock. Yeah, at the time I was recording around this time. So like, if it does that, then that's why I was going and explaining it's gonna do this and then da 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 da. So notice how when I'm here and it still continues. So all it was still bullish. All it was still bullish. And it's hard to explain this to people when I tell them that I can't explain to them what is going to happen during the week so they can have a better sense or whatnot, and they can be looking on their phones either to through trading view because you can actually see the candles, not just the prices and the times and everything whatnot. And you don't have to have all this, it could just be just actually like this. All you see is just this actually. It's candles. You won't see none of that stuff. That's stuff that I put in there. And you have a better sense, like, oh, we're still, look at the time right here. There's still 2 hours or whatever, 57 minutes left or so and so. All this still bullish. You see how concentrated they are right here? That's another box right there. I normally won't do a line with it this close right here, but just because of the box. But once you start doing this, it gets too many lines. But once you zoom in, it's pretty easy to separate them. All these, at least to me. Penetration. Oh yeah, still good. Still gonna break. Going up here. Hold this area. Hold this new area. But as long as, because here, this is another thing I was gonna point out. Look how on I'm gonna explain to what I saw Bitcoin doing, and I'm gonna explain to you how by checking Ethereum confirmed to me that we were still good. Because you're gonna see a big difference. And what it should. So like Bitcoin monthly. So with Bitcoin, it's different. I mean, yeah, Bitcoin is different. This is the we are F area, and then we have the last chance area. That's why like, yo, we break this, we're gonna go to the we are F area. And if we break the F area, then it's all bad from you because this is your 2021, 2022 all-time high right here. See? So the fact that we went back to here, that was like, and also to people emotionally, they're seeing this, well, they're not seeing these candles, they're just seeing the numbers. So just imagine, from going from in the 70s, seeing the 65s a year, and then all of a sudden going down to the 60s, where you automatically can start panicking, you start selling your Ethereum, you start selling your small cap coins, your meme coins, because they fucking feel the rap of the fucking drop too. And all of a sudden you go back up again. So the fact that it did so you have Ethereum making that move on Sunday, and you have Bitcoin breaking on all of this, and you have it a week prior, and at the beginning of prior to the new week starting. So it's like, interesting setup because it will make you feel like, oh shit, we drop on a Sunday and we're starting on Monday and we're gonna close right there on that bad area. And then we have one more week, so we're gonna start selling, we're gonna start holding the area, and we're gonna keep on going down because that's a dramatic price, and blah 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 blah. Or you're not even that, but you're just seeing numbers go down, and you go and that hits your emotions, and you start selling, panicking. But since you know the cycles that you know that you buy it from a friend, it's crypto. Pretty much, people don't think about it. Me being in the market and the regular market, I know it for 3 years, seeing that I barely know shit about the regular market, and knowing that I want to say 80% of Americans, 90% of Americans, shit, even 95% of Americans don't know shit about the market, don't know shit how the dollar works, how it was created, about the Fed interest rates, about the Fed like actual videos and data. Like if you tell them, they may know what the definition means. For example, the data that comes out every week, whether it be unemployment, this is not. If you tell them, what do you think of the unemployment numbers going down? They're gonna give their opinion. Oh, I think the economy, that's bad for the economy because da, 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 da," not knowing that there's different types of economy and they're like different phrases, just like emotions. The market goes through emotions. It's and it has its emotions. It's the inflation and it's called what's the other one? Um I forgot, but there's all kinds of these little shit that we create that we put the market like this because we control it. We created it, we control this. It's not Mother Nature. This is not these are not aren't trees, these aren't this is something that we created. It's not something physical. When we say the economy is going down, well, what's the economy? Well, our economy, like like our what represents us, and they start thinking, well, in what sort of way? How does the economy represent us? Like me and you, or and you're like, no, I mean like as in like all of us, like as in like in what way though? Like how can I see it, or what point to it, or oh, well, I mean you can go on a website and see the data and the numbers. So we never it's something that we create. It's this big meme or good monster or good person that we create. But all of a sudden we can't control it. We don't know where it's going. It's out of our hands. Maybe we do this tactic. Maybe you do that tactic that'll work. And they'll create and control this beast. They play with us. This is game, this is their game. And we just try to hop on and play their game. And they're like, all right, yeah, come on, sure. Sure thing, yeah. Candle formation, yep. That's you got it, buddy. Trend lines. Support and resistance. Yep. You got it, buddy. It's like when you go fishing and you got the pros and you wanna take your kids maybe and your buddies and your kids, your kids young as hell or they don't get it, but they want to come along with you, whatnot. And your fucking friends gonna say, well, part of the guys like, yeah, I know, but hey, come on, you guys, don't be dicks. Just clap or whatever. Just be positive. Anyways, so that was Bitcoin. So we smashed through all this, right? We passed the WRF area. We smashed through all this. So same thing with Ethereum. We through Ethereum we smashed through like three supports. I think of what. Same with Bitcoin. We got one, two, and three. So you're seeing smashing through all these one, two, three, and you see it going to the all-time high of 2021, 2022, but whatever you want to call it. So it's like, sell, panic. Um, and again, you're not seeing the candles, you're seeing this, right? You're seeing lines. You're seeing lines. See lines. You see that line go up and down, or you see that little wavy of it showing the tiny little time frame on your phone going up and down, and how much it was or whatnot. All right. So look how Bitcoin was looking that same day as Ethereum. Right here. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Same little box, hanging on the weekly. So this was, you see how this was a like a thick concrete, concrete foundation of a house. You know how when you have put a house, you have that thick foundation on the bottom of concrete. This is what that represents, and this was your next one right here. But it was just a small foundation, but this was a very important one. So the fact that it was holding here, especially in the last channel, that's what I have that there. It's like, so for a lot of people seeing that, but not seeing the actual candle, but just seeing the fact they weren't even seeing that. Like when Bitcoin was at this price, 62,300 and so around there, they weren't seeing this. They didn't know that was a strong support area. They didn't know that Bitcoin smashed through a strong support area first of all, and there was so this hang here was like a very like a, are we gonna fucking go to the bottom? Are we gonna hold here and the fucking going up? So this box right here was very important, and I think I explained in my other videos. I don't know if I did or not. So the fact that it broke through this, then it'll be like this box will then create as a resistance. So when I try going up, it'll create resistance, especially keep projecting, and then boom, and especially being on the last um mm, on the last piece of the foundation, on the concrete of the foundation. You let's say you fucking got whatever, a driller, and you fucking started drilling through that fucking concrete, and you were at the last little deep thin piece of it. So it's like a holy shit, yo, we're about to fucking break this bitch and sink. And not just that, you had your next area, which you knew was just a thin little fucking area, but the moment I fucking got to that thin area, it was gonna fucking keep snapping again. And let me show you. So, and I had this to represent that pretty much. There's a one weekly, there's a week line right here, and your bottom one right here. This other one came from somewhere here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, from right here. See how stretch that? So holding this was very important. But when you see it, that it broke it and just kept going, and you're like, so me seeing, see if you would have kept seeing with the if you kept seeing Bitcoin the day that it was, the week that it was, how it started and everything, money. Day traders, money. All right. So then the fact that it did that, now let me go in my boxes. Same thing. Same thing at Bitcoin, Ethereum. We broke a pressure area, we smashed through the bottom, and now we are holding, and we smashed through this, ether, um, smashed through this. So the fact that we smashed through this on a Monday, that's why I was like, oh shit, we either gonna fucking have to break on up, throughout the night, hold above this box, and continue up and whatever, whatnot, or we're gonna fucking go back here and just continue sticking on down, and then Bitcoin's gonna continue sticking on down because it was looking the same fucking thing. Like already, I mean, Ethereum was looking the same thing. So that's why that was the big fucking no no. And I noticed how at this moment, notice how at this time Ethereum and Bitcoin are acting very similar, Just like in that I mean how SPX and NASDAQ are synchronizing and they have the same boxes and the same hours and the 8 hour candle. Both of them have them and the same 4 hour candle. Both of them have them. Same thing right now with Bitcoin Ethereum. If you're seeing how they're synchronized with the movements, especially if you see them with the lines and the boxes, I was like, because if you don't really have that visualization, you can't really see. You're just seeing it, oh, it's going up and down, and yeah, taking this support and that support. But if you have this visualization or whatnot, you have a sense of synchronizing them. Like once Ethereum breaks so and so box or it holds so and so, then Bitcoin, and then you can kind of go from there, whatnot. But something I wanted to hold right here recently with Bitcoin Ethereum, the difference. I mentioned on my videos that Bitcoin right here, see, was gonna have a hard time passing through this. Hold on, let me. All right, so right here, yeah, so right here, I said that Bitcoin was gonna have a hard time. Sorry for all the boxes and whatnot, but Bitcoin was gonna have a hard time passing this share right here. And if it did, and if it didn't close, time for was nighttime. It was daytime. If it had a hard time getting into this box right here, and especially getting inside this box, because you can see right here in the past, was it right here, right here, right here, huh? Was it here? You should know. No, it's down over here, right? Sorry, guys. Too many boxes, I know, but all right. So yeah, my bad. So if I had a hard time coming in here because you really wanted to smash above this. Oh, then I know what I'm gonna say. It was a area right here, so it was hard to pass it. So I know it was hard. It was acting like a support. It's acting like a support because it's just your goal, your last chance. See, so this is your goal right here, and it has that because if you go on a weekly, this is where if you notice when we came down this week, we had a hard time passing this area. Not just that, but we had another weekly up here. So you had your resistance and you had your support. So you box it up, you stretch it out. So in the future, when it comes down to the area, you know that's it's gonna have a hard time passing. Um, and especially with these candles or whatnot. So it's gonna be a hard area to pass down or up or whatnot. So that's why it was the last chance. So I knew even getting to here was going to be hard based on this and based on what's coming down, having a hard time passing here. You can see when it smashed through that weekly, it tried to get it go up. All that was just retesting. Finally couldn't do it. Smash kept on going. Same here, touched it, tested it, went back down. So after here, I said the next area to hold was gonna be this weekly box. You can see how when you come here, we stop right here, but not just that, we have this area right here. Your support resistance, you stretch it out from the future, like I said. So now you see how it shoots on up. So anyway, what I said was we're gonna either create support in this area right here, we're gonna smash on, hold on to this area, still in this box, but still create support above this monthly. If we smash through that monthly, let me see Bitcoin. I mean, Ethereum, because I think Ethereum was kind of same situation. Yeah, monthly. That's what we were scared of. They're both again. They're both. See how they're synchronized, the same goal area. You have Bitcoin for the monthly goal. I mean, you have whatever you know what I'm talking about. So they're doing the same thing, all holding above this important monthly area that you want to smash through and break. All right, and not just that, but also mention that keep an eye out for Bitcoin, Ethereum, for big data days. For example, today was final GDP for the US along with some other shit. So that was really gonna move the market up or just keep holding the market on up. And it came out at 5:30. No, came at 5:30 and the last one came out at 7, but the point one was at 5:30. Seeing how the market was stable after 5:30 data, let me know that that data was good, and I forgot about the other one at 7. But I still knew that the market was gonna then, if it was good news, that the market was gonna anticipate the Nike earnings release and either again hold that strong position once the market opens, or even higher for that, or again have bad day earnings and just push it on down a little bit, not far enough, so that it can then we recuperate later on down and wait for tomorrow's final data, because that's how the market works. Anyways, so pay attention here. We're breaking down, right? We're holding this box right here, but breaking this monthly. And this was our last area to hold right here. So we're panicking, right? Wednesday, and then we have 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. And as we get at 5, that's when it blasts us off. And at the same time, that was the time data came out with the market. And it gives it just that little push just to continue on again, like just to going up the stairs type of thing. It gives it this push, and it maintains that flow with that little small energy, just enough to get it through to the next phase of it. I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, that's some other symbol from the moon. So, um, what it's gonna do now, and it's doing it, or based on how it's acting right now, it's and I was seeing this. I was like, I wonder if it's gonna do this. It's gonna create support based on this right here, and it's just gonna buy time inside this box. And the goal is to get above this green box. That's always been the goal since Sunday, since it happened. So the fact that we're here, back here, um, or we've been here already too, Thursday or today or whatnot, it's like all this tell me that the market is setting up for the recovery because they know there's a last chance. It's not gonna fucking go up just in one day like it does randomly or whatnot. Um, it's gonna set up. It's not gonna be that easy. It's also if it's gonna go for an actual move, you need to set up people. And not just that, but it needs to all consolidate. You need to consolidate to shake people off just to buy time. Otherwise, what are you gonna do? You kind of keep on falling. So you gotta go do this for a long time, and then finally break out. So you can all these people finally get bored of you or say it's over with. No, you people keep seeing it go down in the lower time frame to sell the. So um, I was just looking for a setup to go for the goal for Bitcoin. Let me see the weekly. So we're already in the first stage. This is what we wanted to get. We wanted to get out of the F area. We never want to be in this F area. So the goal for the week, it's really to be in our last chance area. But I kind of see there's like I want to say for now, there's like a 60% chance being how we are in this area, in this box. But we still have a whole 3.5 days to go. And we still near the bottom too. The daily wise, well, just right there. So I can't see this happening. That's why I say 60. It's just we have a point data tomorrow, so we can see how it reacts to that. Even though, like I said, it's not connected to it. Um, and again, this Bitcoin knows that you keep saying this. Pay attention. I keep staying inside this box and toward the upper area as we get closer now to the end of the week. I said I've already give you a warning. Oh, this boy is trying to see when they say paddle candle pricing candle formation. Is what they're talking about. First of all, I'm gonna put it in the front so you guys can see. Then the trend line. And this actually has a name, this pattern right here. So, and then you have your support, you have your resistance, you have your 50 right here. You have, I will do a box right here too. Anyways, you can do it, but so you put two different box right here, dissecting it. So it does this. We'll come down and do this point, and it'll do fake outs like this. And because people will buy it. And not just that, but you also have your other um indicators or whatnot, like this. Sorry, goddamn, like that. Because people are seeing like in the market, you can see it through many different eyes. They're to through many different points of views. But you can go to every trading group, and they're all going to teach you the same way. A few lines here and there, your support resistance, and plus your indicators. But learn that everybody has their own way of drawing. Everybody has their own way of painting, and that painting gets done. The painting is it's or they start with the arm. You might start with the leg. Yeah, to draw your fucking creation, but at the end it's still the same. But because you get tired or because you went to some fancy fucking school, hey, this is how you do it. You grab it the brush like this and you go and start in the leg and blah 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 blah. That's why if you notice, that hit me right now. If you notice, is Elon Musk mentioned this how it's people that start like Jeff Bezos, it's people that started from nothing and their imagination is over the place or whatnot. And people don't get it because like they're not doing how they're supposed to do it. They're not, it's like it's you're weird because you do it your own weird way. And it's just and so they're so used to they're so schooled that like they think like you're fucking wrong. Like it's I mean it doesn't make sense why he's gonna start there if just start over here or why he added this and stuff. Either way, but that's why people that are those stay at home, just mess with their own creation or ideas and have fun doing it. are the ones that shine in all these other companies. They because once a kid come up come across problems, instead of being in that shock zone, like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. You get in this whole let's solve it, or you think differently of uh doing a different, just I don't know, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. So along with this, you also have your monthly and weekly lines right here that were telling you. So you had first of all your trend line, you had your weekly. So all this, first thing about it, you have a 12-hour candle. It's very important. These candles breaking support or resistance to signal on a buy or sell. The higher you go on these candles breaking the support and resistance of these higher time frame resistance and support, then the more confirming is that the market is gonna go head that way. So right here, you get taught that, hey, once if you want to go for a buy, make sure that a forward candle or higher, 12 or daily, breaks through the resistance and close above, because that means that it's gonna it broke the resistance going up. But then they tell you, well, wait for the test. So that means I gotta wait for this 12 candle. Let's say if I was looking just at this for a 12 candle, I will have to wait for it to wear close for the next hour or four, come down and test it, wait to see how that candle reacts, and then going to buy again, hoping that this time it still continues going on up because the test that it had right now, it held, and so on and so on and so on. Or they see the trend line plus this, and especially the breakout. So the breakout on the 12-hour candle. So you see how he's failing. Maybe a lot of people, they would have felt right there in panic and then sold. And this is whatnot. But um, but yeah, this they would have seen this and gone for that and then get fucked over and then come back down. And instead of being patient and seeing what's the move, what's the setup, what are they going for? Not um what can just going by candles, pricing information and breaking so you guys see it ahead, see the whole week ahead, or see the whole month ahead, see the whole, like I said, that's why you always start from the month and go on down, because you can see you can be on top of the mountain and see the whole fucking valley, see the whole setup. All right, Zach. Same with this. All right, so I'm gonna make two videos, one for Bitcoin and one for regular market and one for crypto market. This was the regular market, crypto market. Again, all this still bullish. Oh, what else I'm gonna say? Also, that was telling me that Bitcoin was still, or crypto market was still good, going up. Was that notice right here, as Bitcoin was in this area right here, uh, 13 o'clock Wednesday, 13 o'clock Wednesday. Oh, my bad. So right here, breaking this area, Wednesday, 12 o'clock, Wednesday, 23. Wednesday. Oh, so this area right here. So I think that I looked at it around that time, but I saw that Bitcoin wasn't, Ethereum wasn't down here panicking, whatever, whatnot. It was more up in this region. I didn't see it here, but either way, I would have still waited for to see how um Ethereum ended up reacting to the whole day, just because there was a whole day left to it, and it wasn't down here. If these candles were like this, but coming down just on it, then that's different. But the fact that they were barely touching and pointing on up and hanging here, closing here. Let's see. Wednesday, 9 and 10. Wednesday, 9 and 10. And that's when Ethereum was at the lowest. And after that, it shot up, didn't it? Or it stayed the same area, the same price? Watch. Yeah, Wednesday night. After that, it went up and it stayed up. Whereas Bitcoin just stayed like Bitcoin after it did this at this time, it just continued. I think a little bit lower after that. It went a little bit lower and it was yeah, watch. Wednesday, 9 o'clock, and it goes lower. Whereas Ethereum was at the lowest and then went up. That's why I was like, okay, we're not going down. We're still gonna maintain. Bitcoin is eventually gonna come up, especially Bitcoin, Ethereum's reacting the way how it's reacting right now. That's how I was seeing that we're still gonna going up, and especially how it was holding this whole time and whatnot. Um. Anyways, yeah. So that's it for folks. So for Bitcoin, again, this is the goal, and we'd stay in this box right here, 60,000, 60,885 to 61,364. You gotta stay in or above that box, especially around this price right here. I think it is testing support. And again, this is a point weekly right here area. So we want at nighttime because this 12-hour candle close at 5 in the morning. We just barely started, or it's about to end actually. So this day is gonna be really oh see, this day is gonna end right here and it's gonna give it strength for the next day to bullshit. We might come a little have a little test there in this area. I mean this area or even where you at, bitch. Oh sorry. Even this area right here. That's why. There you go. So it's gonna either bullshit in this area right here and then going up. I don't really see it going on down. And if it goes down, go check it with Ethereum. For Ethereum, see how strong it is compared to Bitcoin? It gives you more of a signal. And on the video, I said this was the goal for the month. And as you can see, we're already there. So the fact that all this, and I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah, it's going for that move. It's going for that move. Right here, forward candles, another box. You see how this box not closed? So it's either gonna close. There's the end of the day too. So it's either gonna close up in here and just end up closing here and shooting above, or it's gonna end up between here, and then it's gonna give the next 4 hours to bullshit in this area. We maybe come down into this area, but if we do, then we'll see Bitcoin uh go back down. I'll show you. Go back down to this region right here, to this box, the bottom of this box. Bottom of this box. So I'm going to go down and be right here. And then if it gets stuck in here, it'll be different, it'll be more bad. But for that, you gotta look at Ethereum. Ethereum's more of a signal. So it already hit the goal, so that's not the goal really. Or even though that is the goal is to shoot above this, hit see, shoot above this, hit this right here in this area, and then come down, test it, and then closing the month. I mean, closing the week or the month pretty much up in this bitch. Above this, up here. That way you don't gotta deal the rest of the next month to try to break all this area. You have a clean move up here, and you close the month up here. And that makes sense for the bullishness, for the upper movement, for people still to believe in there to hold it or whatnot. That's what I will signal. The opposite, then so we'll try to pay attention through right now since the move's already starting and setting up. But that's the goal for the end of the month. Go above here. I'll be really surprised if we got here way earlier and just kept on going higher type of thing. Then also me like we're about to set up for another like big move going on up, another wave. Uh maybe mid next month or or sooner. But it's really interesting like playing out. All right, folks. That's all, folks.